Hi, everybody. Good morning. My name is Mrs. Lill. I'm going to be your teacher for your Cyber Introduction to Business class. So we're going to take a look at a couple things this week so that you can figure out how this class is going to be laid out for you, the information, and then we'll kind of follow that up next week with a few more details of how some of these different things work. You're going to notice right here on this first slide that we're talking about DECA. So for this class, it's made up of students from our three high schools, East, Henderson, and Ruston. And if you have an interest in getting involved in the DECA program, you can get involved with that with your home school. I'm going to be touching on it a little bit today, but I'll be talking about it more in depth next week so we can make sure that you have all the details so that you can get started. I'm going to go down through this slideshow rather quickly today, but this slideshow is also linked in your Schoology page so that if you or your family would like to go through it in a little bit of a slower time so you can see all the specifics, then you're more than welcome to do that. Anytime you need to contact me, I'm going to ask you to email me or to message me in Schoology, and I have a very fast response time so I can get back to you. I've been a teacher in the school district for quite a while. I did my undergrad at Bloomsburg and my master's at Rosemont, and I'm really into DECA. So I've been a DECA advisor at East High School for quite a while, and it's a very, really large part of my life. In my family, I have two children, and this is my husband, Tom. So our daughter is a May graduate of the University of South Carolina. She currently works for Comcast. And then we also have a son, Gavin, and Gavin is a freshman at the University of Pittsburgh, and he is playing baseball there. So it's kind of a new thing. So as we said in this class, we want to kind of introduce you to all these different areas of business so that you can kind of get an idea if there's something that is a little bit more interesting to you than others. So those are going to include entrepreneurship, marketing, hospitality, a range of different things, accounting, finance, and nothing is really going to be too in depth in those different areas, but hopefully it will give you an idea if you like them or not. So let's talk a little bit about every week how this class is going to run for you so that we've got the tools that can lead to your success. So I operate with something called a daily agenda. So every week you're going to be able to see something right here that is a Google slide so that it's going to tell you exactly what you're doing that week and then also what the due dates are actually going to be. I use Schoology for everything. You're not going to have to worry about checking your email for anything. And then the way that it works in my class in the cyber program is that all of your assignments will be posted for the next week by Friday afternoon. And then your due date for all of those is going to be the following Friday by 2:15. That might seem a little strange that it's 2:15 on a Friday, but that's the end of school on Friday is where that's coming from. In Schoology, you're all pretty adept at that most likely, but if not, just double check that you have your notifications turned on in that top right-hand corner. So you're going to be able to see all of those different things. I know that several of you are not 100% cyber students. We've got probably a majority of you that are just taking this as one other class in addition to your brick and mortar. But if you are full cyber, please make sure that you check in with your cyber homeroom teacher. If you are let's call it blended, where you're brick and mortar and this is just one class, then your attendance is going to be taken care of through your home school, so you don't have to worry about that. All year long, you're going to notice that there is a discussion post like this, a class question. So if you have something you think the rest of the class could help you with, you can't get a hold of me, that's going to be a great way that we can do that. So as we said, you have a week to complete all of your work. If you're absent, if you've got anything, I'm just going to say keep those lines of communication open. I am a working parent and I've raised two kids. I know things happen. So just kind of keep me in the loop if something's going on with illness or whatever. It is kind of different because I'm not physically seeing you every day. So I don't really know if you weren't in school that day. So just kind of keep me in the loop on that, and that's going to be a huge help. So as we said, we use Schoology for everything. In the top right-hand corner over here, if you are not familiar with Schoology, that's going to show you all your due dates and assignments and all those different things. As I said, I'm going to talk a little bit more about DECA next week, but I'm sure that some of you actually fit this class in, so you could be in DECA. So let me just show you this very quickly. So DECA is an organization that allows high school students around the world to compete in different areas of business. It's very popular at all 3 of our high schools in our school district. I'm the advisor at Westchester East High School with 2 other gentlemen there. And then at Henderson, the advisor is Mr. Van Emberg. And then over at Ruston, there are 2 teachers over at Ruston, Mrs. McCarter and also Mr. Morano. So you would contact your home school, and that's where you're going to get involved with the DECA program. So sometimes you'll see things that come out from me. And if that's the case, I'm talking about Westchester East DECA. If you are a Henderson homeschool or a Ruston homeschool, we need to get you set up with them. And we'll make sure that we get that taken care of in the next week or 2 so that we can answer any questions for you that you might possibly have. So again, here's my contact information. You can call me. It's just much more reliable if you email me or Schoology message me so we can make sure we get in touch. Let's flip over here very quickly and take a look at what our class actually takes a look like. So when you come on in here, let me just move this over here real quick. When you come on in, you're going to see our banner at the top. And then you're going to notice that you've got the weekly agenda right here. So you'll always be able to do this. You'll be able to go right here. And this is the information and a checklist that we have for you for this week. So you're going to be able to see my description of it. And then I'm going to give you a snip of what everything looks like in that calendar, or excuse me, in that folder this week. I'm going to scroll down for you real quick. And here's our week. So every week is going to be dated for you. Welcome to Cyber Introduction to Business, week of August 29th to September 2nd. I'm going to come right in here and everything should be clearly labeled for you, just like that. And the last thing I want to show you is when we come on over here and we directly come into your class. If you are not familiar with Schoology, if you're new or something like that, you can see that you have 2 different assignment type things for this week. These 2 assignments are both going to come up for you that they don't need to be submitted. But the reason why is that one is a Google slideshow that you're all going to be in. So I'm in there as well. You don't have to submit it. And then the second thing is a Flipgrid. And then Flipgrid just records everything. So I don't need you to submit your individual video for that either. So those are our different things to get us started. I'm looking forward to working with you and meeting you and answering any questions that you may possibly have. Good luck in your first week of school. Take care. See you later.